Lydia Des Dolles, Fight Connect TV, proudly sponsored by ESBC Boxing Game, and I'm delighted to be joined by a Matchroom debut, Caoimhin Agyarko. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, I'm good, thanks. Living in the moment, taking it all in, yeah.
Big moment, Caoimhin, right?
Big moment for me, the new chapter in my career, obviously, with Matchroom, Paul Reddy, STN. So yeah, I'm taking it all in and enjoying it.
It really, like, since the announcement has come out, it's just everything has kind of been perfect in terms of like the social and the delivery and, you know, the fans' kind of excitement of seeing you on a stage like Matchroom.
Yeah, definitely. I think like I went for a rough couple of months there just with no fight date. I knew my deals were coming to an end. Thankfully I met Paul and STN, and ever since Paul's joined the team, everything's just run smoothly for me in terms of get me a fight date, get me with Matchroom, signing with Everlasting and Sports Direct, and becoming an ambassador. So everything's run smoothly. I have a lot to thank Paul for, but I'm ready. I'm looking forward to Saturday night. I've got this tough task in front of me for the WBA International, and I can't wait to get in there and put on a performance.
I mean, no pressure, your Matchroom debut and also title fight on the line, and a little bit of time have been out of the ring. You know, do you do pressure? You know, are you thinking, okay, obviously you're aware that it's a title fight, you're aware that you're making the debut and there's a lot of eyes going to be on you, but is there an extra pressure on you today?
No, there is no pressure. The expectation maybe. Boxing, there is no pressure ever on me in boxing. I felt real pressure in 2017 whenever I got stabbed and I had to climb out of a very dark hole, very tough time. I hit rock bottom, so that's real pressure. This is what I do. I've done this since I was 7 years old. This is my life. Maybe there's expectations of people, and I expect what I expect of myself, but no pressure.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that, because obviously, I know you're not going to tell me if there's loads of pressure. I'm really nervous. But you know, I've been lucky enough to cover your journey within boxing for a few years now, and around that time, it was such a scary time for all of us, you know, in the boxing community, and it would have been very understandable if you had said, you know what, I'm going to walk away from boxing and I'm going to just do something else with my life. Or the strength that it took you to overcome that and to get back to where you are now is incredible. You have to be commended for it. You know, how difficult was it, and what were the kind of tools, or what did you do to, you know, mentally get over that?
It was very difficult. Like I said, I hit rock bottom, and that's when I felt real pressure on my life to pull myself out of a dark hole, feeling suicidal and whatever else. And without boxing, I probably would have went down a different route. Boxing, I feel like boxing saved my life. I had a purpose. It gave me a purpose. It gave me something to strive for and work towards. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I come out of them rough days, and I continue to use that as my motivation to achieve what I want to achieve in this game. Whenever I got stabbed, I realised that it was kind of a harsh reality for me. I realised that tomorrow isn't promised. I was an inch from death, so I've got to give everything I want to boxing to achieve what I want to achieve, and not slack, not kind of dwell on certain things, and if I want to be a world champion, I have to give it my everything, and there's no point doing it. Do you know what I mean? So
I know it's quite an unusual way to look at things, but if that experience has brought you to this point and has made you essentially a better fighter inside the ring, would you look at the experience as, you know, almost gratitude that it happened to you?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like everything happens for a reason. This was meant to be. This is my story, and although it was a harsh reality, listen, no one wants to get stabbed, nearly lose their life.
Of course.
But I'm thankful for life. I'm blessed. I had whoever was looking down on me that night, but it was meant to be, and it was meant to give me that kick up in the arse to realise that if I want to achieve something in boxing or in life in general, just shoot for the stars no matter what, because tomorrow isn't promised. You only get one life, and it can be over in a flash. So it was a harsh reality, like I've said, but I felt like it was meant to be, and it happened, and I'm thankful for it, because I'm a better person, I'm a better boxer, athlete because of it.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad you're here as well. I'm so glad you're here today. Final question before I let you go. What can fans, new fans, because I know everyone who knows you already knows your power, they know what you can do in there. What can new fans that are just seeing the name Caoimhin Agyarko come into Matchroom, what can they expect on Saturday night?
You can always expect an explosive performance from Caoimhin. I go in there with bad intentions, and I keep saying that I always go in there and be like, I'm going to show my boxing skills, because my boxing ability, my boxing brain is probably better than me being the aggressive fighter. I'm a better boxer than I am fighter, if that makes sense. But once I walk to that ring, something switches and it's seek and destroy, and I go out there and I want to hurt my opponent. But I think we will see something different Saturday night. I think you might see a bit of boxing, you might not. But one thing's for sure, if I hurt my opponent, I'm closing the show. We know that I'm a great finisher, and I think on Saturday night you'll see that. Once I have him hurt, or if he shows any signs of being hurt, I'll close the show.
Well, listen, we look forward to it. Thank you so much for your time. Always good to see someone from home. Caoimhin Agyarko for Fight Connect TV.